Presentation demonstrates HDG Manager's contract review online application. From the main HDG Manager dashboard, you select the contract review icon, which takes you to the contract review dashboard. The admin user who has the rights to configure this application allows other users to access this application simply by clicking the admin access icon. The list of the users will be presented, and the admin user simply ticks against the user's name whether they've got access to the module or whether they've got access and admin rights to the module, and they click save. The reduced list is then presented to enable the admin person to fine-tune and to check the right relevant people have access to this online module. Simple as that. It's as simple as that to set up this online application. It will not take more than several minutes to give the relevant users access to this system. With the user who's got access to the system, they can then set up a contract by clicking the add icon. A template is presented for them to complete, which it's the same template, whether it's a large, small, or short-term, long-term, medium contract. Drop-down boxes are provided wherever possible, so the continuity of information is standard and accurate. General information is provided there, a summary of what the contract or project is about, and why this particular contractor or partner supplier was awarded this particular project contract. It also gives you the options to upload files, attachments, images, so the signed document can be scanned in and posted alongside the tender information or the informal quote requests. All the information is centralized within this portal. You select the start date, end date, and most importantly, select the notice date to ensure that if notice is to be served on the contract, it is in line with the agreement, SLA, or the basic understanding of the project. You can add a supplier, partner, or organization by simply adding these so that all the users who access this information provide the basic information regarding the suppliers by simply clicking the button, therefore populating the relevant boxes. As you can see, this particular project or contract's been populated, and you can see that there's 2 attached documents, images or files associated to this particular project contract. It clearly states why this particular supplier was awarded the contract and what the basic framework or the understanding of the contract is. So, importantly, at the start of any contract, that is the time when you should really be mapping out the review dates for the contract, whether it's a long-term, short-term or medium-term project or contract. If these dates are put in the diary and the system reminds you when these are to be serviced, then everything is in line with the understanding, with the agreement, which is known to everybody at the start of any particular contract. You simply select the calendar, insert the dates, and this actually automatically presents a review date. Save. The contract then is provided with the basic information, a summary, the review dates, and these are the attached documents, in this particular case images, that have been attached to this particular contract or project. If you click the image or the document, it expands so you can view or download and save the attached files. That is all that is required to set up a contract or project, which should not take more than several minutes, to upload, attach and provide the basic information to enable us to police, manage and support any such facility. To look at the review list, you simply click the icon review, which takes you to a page and gives you the option to select the calendar, which will list all the review dates, so you can go to a specific one, or alternatively you can use the search field to select a company, a nominal code, internal references, or the title of the contracts. On this particular one we're selecting a Best company, a Mr. Best search, and this particular provider has only got one contract project ongoing at this moment in time. If this provider had a number of projects, these would be listed on this particular page to enable us to view instantly what services are being provided across the business by this provider. So looking at the review list is a simple case of clicking, selecting and viewing. Throughout the process or journey of a relationship, service and a contract or project, it's important to post comments, reviews, good or not so good, at the time that these happen, so that we can be fair and transparent when we're evaluating the services provided by our working partners. If you click comment, you are presented with a simple comments box and a grade field, and all you are required to do is fill these in and select it. So this one, there's a short comment and a number 4, which is pretty good. Save, and this then gets presented into the log, so you can have a number of comments, a number of reviews throughout the history of the relationship, of the contract or the project, that can be reviewed as a whole or in isolation. Whilst you're in this field, you can click and view the original contract. Because you've got access to the attached documents, you can click the documents and view that. So it's very important that you're basing your opinions, comments, views based on the contract and the reference documents to ensure that we are judging the suppliers in accordance with the requirements of the contract. And as soon as you post a comment, if you went into the review list, the comment would actually be identified within the list, and you would be able to drill through that to see the comment in full. Moving on, that if you wanted to know the current position of any contract or project, which a business could have many, and I'm sure that this information could be collated and brought together, but it tends to be kept in filing cabinets with a number of people running or responsible for certain elements. These contracts or this facility enables you to post people who supply paper, who do grounds maintenance, building maintenance, ICT, photocopying. The framework is not dependent on the sector, and at a click of a button you get instant access to all the contracts your operation has on the books at this moment in time. The list is presented in a format showing the start, end date, notice period, which again you may want to know to check and support your staff. If you clicked on the contract ID, it takes you to the information. It also presents you instantly the comments and the reviews up to date in real term, real live workings, what the review and the position of the contract is at that moment in time. You can print to take a hard copy, close that down, and that's as easy as it is to get to any contract that the business has at any one moment in time. Sign off is an important factor of any project or contract to genuinely review the services provided over time, good and not so good, brilliant and not so brilliant, but brought together so an overall judgment can be made to understand whether the partner or supplier has serviced in accordance with the contract or given more or given less. Click the icon, it gives you the active projects or contracts that have yet to be signed off. You select one and it presents you with some simple questions. These questions we ask ourselves time and time again, and I'm sure that these are written down within the documents, but having them in a central portal along with the original documentation, the original evidence, the comments and reviews throughout the journey it makes it very easy to provide a genuine, honest review. Would you use this company again? The answer is yes or no. Overall experience, good, bad or indifferent. Did this contract offer value for money? Yes or no? Comment. Was the contract delivered? Well, these are really basic but important things to justify the payments to the suppliers and to build up relationship with suppliers. And was it delivered in accordance with the contract? Not what we believe it should be, but what it was supposed to be. Deactivate the contract and give it an overall experience grading. So you've got the individual gradings as you go along, group them together, and the final sign off you do an overall grading. Save that. So this particular one seems pretty good. Yes, good. Yes, yes. And I've given them a 5, which is very good. Save that. As you can see, because I've saved that, that's removed one of the outstanding projects or contracts to be signed off. So it is live, up to date, in sync with the operation as soon as an activity happens. If you want to look at a service review of the operation and who services what and who provides a good service, this is instantaneous. You press this button, you get the full listing. You can select by organisation, so I've selected an organisation. Again, the organisation has only provided one project or one contract. If they provided many, they would be there, so I could get an overall view of their service and ability to provide good value. If you click on that, you can drill down, so you see the original contract, you see the final summary, and you will see the historical journey postings of the comments and reviews throughout the contract or project. Again, you could print if you want to print. Clear that down. So what we've got is the contract review, which is a central portal for people to tap into as they want to make judgments and assessments of the services provided by working partners who were important to the business. We've established that to set up the system would take less than 5 minutes for the administrator to configure this. To add a contract, upload the tender response, signed evidence would take no more than 5 minutes. To look at a review list is instantaneous. To add a comment, good, bad or indifferent, would take a couple of minutes. To look at the contract position across all the contracts and projects your operations having to service is instant. To sign off, because all the information is available in the central portal from the original documentation, the online comments, the reviews. A sign-off process can be done in a very short space of time and it be accurate, fair and just. To look at a service review of all the suppliers servicing contracts and projects is instantaneous. This enables us to look at the full documentation so we can do a balanced judgment, take intervention and preventive measures should we need to do so, accessing the central information no matter where we are, with the users with the access rights to access the modules. Thank you very much. Should you wish any more information regarding this module, contact the number at the foot of this page or visit the websites listed to the right at the bottom. Thank you very much.